brings you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And what a great journey for this young man from USC to Ole Miss, which totally fit his game. Nice arm, excellent runner, and he got better each and every year for the Rebels. The Giants obviously believed in him. They traded back into the first round to pick him up. They know they have their quarterback for the future.
Throwing right away is Dart. He finds Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Giants.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. There's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Dart. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 3. Here's Dart. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Right back to Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
And the Giants first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Dart. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A play fake, and now it's Dart. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Purdy looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Able to push his way through. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. (6-0) our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. The throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Incomplete.
Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy now to throw. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, New York.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing, dart. They'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and risk.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Dart. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is born. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football, and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This is complete right side to the tight end, Farrell. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another 49er.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
Still gets a point there, yeah. And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Good move at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the gun, Dart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. To the air again, Dart. Forced out to his left. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play fake, and here's Dart. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Purdy from the gun on third down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dexter Lawrence able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall from 21 yards away. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and a couple. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Tracy. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play action now. Dart. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Tracy. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On the ground with a tight end. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They go play action here. Purdy. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
2nd and 10. Tracy trying the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down, Giants.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Giants.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
1st down, Giants.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running left is Tracy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Tracy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants will add to their fourth-quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 10.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run is Tracy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
At the Niners' 47-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
At the 20-yard line, a gain of 7. First down, Giants.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.